and welcome to a new series in Susan's Sweet Life, Window Shop Wednesday, where I take you for a little meander around the shops. First shop we are going to be exploring is Morrisons, and as soon as I went into the store, what did I see but these dry robes. Wasn't too sure about the khaki colour. I would have preferred something a little bit brighter, but it certainly felt really well made. Certainly I enjoyed that fleece inner. A lovely nylon zip that undid really easily, and wouldn't that keep you warm if you've gone swimming or as a cover up through those winter wet autumn days that no doubt are on our way. Some nice pockets there. It was really nice. I had a hood. It was not removable, but I thought that is going to be really beautiful for the winter. It was priced at £45, but it's actually on special offer for £35, which I thought was an absolute bargain. If you're in the market for a dry robe, go and have a look. They also had some children's, black with a turquoise interior, very similar in style with that fleece again, and these were £25, actually reduced from 35. Oh, but I'm still in summer mode, although Morrisons is absolutely amazing if you want to have a look at any of their basics, and they are on special offer at the moment. Black and white, those staples that you're always going to need, and a little vest top there, £4.50, and a ribbed black t-shirt that was coming in at £7. Didn't like the neckline on that top, and I am aware that Morrisons t-shirts are quite tight fitting. Also lots of shorts. These denim ones in particular caught my eye. I like that attached there that you could tighten them up, and it was a really supple denim. Then I saw the linen khaki shorts. Really very nice, a very lovely fabric, had pockets, little beads on the tie there, and a little vent on each side, elasticated waist, and you can see £14. They were really nice shorts. Also, of course, Morrisons sell children's and men's clothing. I was particularly liking that coral t-shirt there. I thought for £5, I was quite tempted to pick it up myself. Oh, Morrisons do the most wonderful pyjamas, and you can see what bargain prices they are, and you can see all the different patterns there. They had lots and lots in stock. I was particularly drawn to these £15, a little cotton pyjama and short set. I thought they were really nice. Even if you're into your Disney stitch, they've got you covered there. Then I spotted the reduced sticker. These are long pyjamas with a t-shirt top, and they were reduced from £16, let's have a look, to £10. An absolute bargain. And those flowers that you can see there, they're actually like a rubber sort of addition. Right, just showing you the whole aisle. Morrisons doesn't have a huge range, but it has lots of things, if you know what I mean. So these rails are jam packed. I'm always attracted to all these bright t-shirts that Morrisons sell, but ultimately I feel a little bit too reserved to wear some of these patterns. These t-shirts ranged in prices from £8 to £12, and you can see the variety of different bold patterns that they have there. If anything catches your eye, get down there to Morrisons. More just plain basics. £5 for this beautiful green t-shirt. Now this custard yellow one was actually a lot less bright in store, and you can see the predominance of all this black and white. 3 pairs of leggings there for, what was it, £15. Absolute bargain. And what I liked was that sometimes I find they're too baggy on my skinnier calves and legs, but these were going to be really tight fitting. So absolute bargain, £15 for those basics. Another yellow t-shirt, this time a vest t-shirt, £4.50, but I actually loved this sort of a zebra print t-shirt. A pack of 3 just basic vest tops, £9 for 3. Beige colour, a white colour and a black. You know, there's those ones you're going to be looking for all the time. And as they had my size, it would have been rude not to have given them a closer look. I liked them. They felt a really nice jersey fabric, but I just felt they were just a little bit too short. I want something that's going to cover my tummy, so I'm afraid they went back. Morrisons do a lot of underwear. You know, if you're in the market for underwear, get there. But, oh, I was horrified to see that they've got all their winter tights in already. As if you need some tights for the winter, get there now, because sizes, especially those larger sizes, always sell out. Now, I'm going back to the sale rail. You know what I am for finding a bargain. Didn't like those trousers. You'll see them later in another jumpsuit, the same print. But I did like these barrel jeans. Can't quite see what they were reduced to, but they were. What was that price? £15. I think they were 12. I really liked the shape of these. Unfortunately, you know, they don't come in a short size if you are above a size 20. I'm sure I've hauled this dress and it got returned, obviously. These are just like little basic spaghetti strap little cover-up dresses, and they ranged from the price of £8 to £12 in the sale, depending on the print and the fabric. So I left those because I was attracted to this top, which I've actually looked at previously. Just trying to get a closer look there. It's a 2-layer chiffon sort of spaghetti strap top. This outer layer, it is open at the back, revealing that sort of bright red tomato under layer in this really bright, vibrant print. I thought that is really nice. My size, but I left it. £7.50, reduced from £12. Honestly, get down to Morrisons and see all the bargains. I've hauled that shirt. I didn't like it at the time, so it didn't catch my eye. And I also didn't like this tunic top, even though it's gone down to a really affordable price now. I felt it was just like a pyjama top, and nothing else really caught my eye on that sale rail. Except for these navy linen shorts, the same as the khaki ones that we'd already spotted. Some more reduced pyjamas. Honestly, if you want pyjamas, get to Morrisons. I've hauled this dress previously as well. It was £8 when I had a look at it. It's now down to £6. Honestly, I really should have picked one up. I'm kicking myself now. This was a long black sort of shirt with short sleeves. Didn't like it. I left it there. Now this is the winter stock here. They are starting to get all their autumn items in. These were a wide leg pair of tracksuit bottoms. You can see how wide leg they were, with those stripes down the side, and adjustable waistband so you can tighten it up. £15. Now that size 22 you can see is in a regular length. If you pick up a size 20, you can get it in a short. Their short stops at a size 20, and you can see I held them up and that was the right length for me, and as they were quite oversized, I think a 20 would probably fit me. More sort of summer t-shirts, but in getting into those darker colours now, and that was £8. This was a really nice t-shirt, but I wasn't so sure about the scratchy cherries there. Again, £8. Very nice indeed. Oh, workout leggings with that little phone holder on the side £14. Ultimate essential leggings. Not for me, because I don't really tend to do any workout. If you do, you can see their max strength, super body shaping, you know, whatever the claims are. A bargain if you need them for £14. Oh, these linen trousers were really, really lovely. Again, that little bead detail, it's the little things, isn't it? Very nice linen mix fabric. Wasn't scratchy and it felt substantial. Wasn't sort of like thin and didn't hold itself. Very nice indeed. And they only had a few colours, in a few sizes rather, in the khaki. These trousers match that previous shirt I showed you. Didn't like them at all. Even for £18, these haven't been reduced. I didn't like these jeans either. What did they call them? I missed it now. But they just didn't hang very well at all. Wide leg. And a really faded, insequential sort of pale blue there. I've hauled this top, so many of these items I've shown you previously, and it ultimately went back because it's like a burnt out fabric and it was quite sheer. Right, some more autumn items in these really unusual leopard print colours of sort of like this brick brown, grey and black. £14, harem style, but I thought it'd look quite nice with that raspberry t-shirt. V-neck, flattering, £5.50. I loved this dress. It was £13 and it was really nice cotton. It had a huge full skirt there. Covered buttons, as you can see, little spaghetti straps, elasticated back. I liked it, but I wasn't sure about the spaghetti straps and my wanting to cover up my shoulders. Again, that print, there was a pair of trousers earlier, wasn't there? That was the only one they had available. I didn't like it at all. And then I saw this fabric and I thought, oh, I love this. Cold shoulder, a big frill to cover the shoulders, and then I held up the skirt. Secret trousers. It was in fact a jumpsuit, not a dress. And jumpsuits like this just don't do me any favours because they cling over the tummy and invariably the trousers are just too long. £12 reduced from 18, but I did like the colour and the print. I warned you, winter, autumn is coming and they're getting their heavier items in. I thought that cardigan would look super with that jumpsuit in this burnt orange colour. £12, an edge-to-edge cardigan, no fastenings. Also in a nice blue and a nice green there. Yes, I was taken with the blue one, but I resisted. Black harem trousers, the same as the leopard print ones, £12. They just didn't feel like enough depth in the fabric. It was just too loose and I don't think it would hang well. Now these I've got my eye on. I will be checking back to see when these go in the sale because I thought they were fabulous. A leopard print pair of shorts, currently £12. And they had a matching shirt to go with them. I thought what a wonderful co-ord that would be. Maybe that I should get that pack of 3 vest tops after all, because each of those vest tops would have gone beautiful underneath. Leopard print, is it ever gonna go out of style? But I wasn't attracted to this one. It was far too cropped for me. What I did like were these cropped trousers here, and I like them because I've actually got a pair myself. I bought them earlier in the season. I've worn them loads. They wash and wear so beautifully. Definitely recommend those. More jeans. These are their super shaper skinny jeans. I'm not into my skinny jeans anymore, and these have got some stretch with them. Can't tell you what magic they got to make them super shaper, but that label, hopefully you can tell there. like I said, not my style anymore. Black and white, I love monochrome, and I looked at this top and I thought, I like that. I stood back and then I spotted the pulled thread, and I thought, if it's got pulled thread in the shop, it doesn't bode well if you were to buy it, does it? Only a few of these crochet cardigans were available, and it was beautiful, but I didn't like that wide scoopy neckline. Did like the scallop on the end of the sleeves and on the hem there, and it was in a beautiful cotton yarn. £16. People obviously enjoyed them because they weren't very many there. Super Shaper skinny jeans, this time in black. Again, the same features. Now, I like this little romper suit, a little short romper suit with big puffy sleeves in this khaki colour. What price is it? Let's have a look. It's £10. Yeah, nice elasticated sleeves. I think this would be quite comfortable to wear. And then I got attracted by the beads on this palm leaf on this t-shirt. Really, really different, and just such attention to detail and quality that you get with Morrisons. Honestly, the quality of their clothes is amazing. I think it was £8. This is what caught my eye. Again, another animal print. Same as the khaki, it was a romper suit with big puff sleeves, and something else I'm going to be looking out for in the sale, because I thought that pattern would be a better way of me camouflaging the areas that I don't like. And then look at these trousers, these cropped trousers, black with these yellow palm leaves, the same style as the black ones I just showed you, which I know fit and I love wearing. So I am definitely going to be holding out to see if these go in the sale too, because I love that print. Love all the details, and I think with a black t-shirt that would look absolutely stunning. So yes, I can see a haul coming up very soon in Morrisons. They didn't have my size in these. I thought they were lovely, that khaki with that big sort of amaryllis or lily flower with those pink touches there, pockets, that nice little belt, and I thought that would look really nice with this little v-neck t-shirt for £5.50. Unfortunately, didn't have my size. Right, oh, more leopard print. Well, no, more animal print, should I say. Again, or is it more of a palm tree? I'm not sure. Look, my eye got distracted by these sunglasses on sale for £2. This dress still £18 in a cotton linen, and then this little spaghetti strap dress, it was £10 I think, and there was nothing to it. Just a very fine short shift with a little tie belt. Didn't like it at all, really. I thought it was something and nothing. Expect to see them in the sale a lot. Now this is the same print, but is not the same fabric as the previous crop trousers. Again, more secret trousers jumpsuit, but I like this. I like the grown on sleeves. I like the woven belt. What I didn't like was the fact that there was no holes. You just had to sort of pierce through, and I thought, well, how long is that going to stay intact and start looking a little bit shabby? But I definitely love that print, and I thought that was quite a bargain for £20 if you can wear a jumpsuit and are tall enough. Loved the pattern of this dress. Absolutely beautiful. £15, but believe me, it was a skimpy little short dress. Certainly no good for me. So that stayed there. This cotton viscose fabric, that was lovely. Again, a little romper suit there. I think the shorts would be a little bit longer than the zebra print I've got my eye on. And I really like the idea of this tie encased there at the waist. Grown on sleeves with a little turn back v-neck. What a bargain for £16. I loved the blue and white. I thought this would make an excellent cover up, but the fabric was just too heavy. It was a really thick fabric and maybe going on into the winter, but do you want to be wearing pale blue through the winter? Maybe with a pair of jeans, it would look quite nice. £16 there. Or have you seen my Asda haul where I put on some very similar dresses to this? A lovely coral colour and this white sort of ethnic print. And it's little spaghetti straps again, but it had an extra feature on the back of an extra tie detail. I like this dress, but for £16 it stayed there. They had a couple of pairs of these, but not too many. Trousers would invariably be too long for me, so I like the print and I like the pattern, but not for me. I quite like this, but there again, I think it's a Marmite top. It had nice wide straps, a V-neck, just a little top, but then I saw that it actually had matching trousers. £18 for these trousers. I think the top was 8 or 10. Don't quote me on that. But I just decided as a combination, wearing both together might be a little bit bolder than I was willing to wear. Come back for next week's Window Shop Wednesday, Susan's Sweet Life.